Howdy folks, it is Diecast Buffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR 06 Career Mode. So, it is time for more Busch Series racing. We won at Watkins Glen, which was one of the biggest race wins of the Career Mode because of the race purse. I mean, $173,000. Think about that, $60,000 to win at IRP, $60,000 to win at Old Spice, to win at Watkins Glen. That is a big deal. That is, put this in perspective, that is the same purse to win a California Cup race. Now think about that for a second. That is insane. The amount of money you get for winning a Busch race. I mean, literally, that's almost the same as the Sharpie 500. So a massive win for Roush. We're going to head out to Michigan, and we're going to go ahead and keep on trucking. Jimmy Johnson's going to win the California 500. No surprise there. And we'll see who else wins the rest of the races. And we'll head out to Michigan. Alrighty, folks. So we made some last-minute qualifying adjustments, as you've probably seen. We went back to the default setup because, well, the qualifying, it was fast in qualifying, right? We qualified 8th. I know I keep saying the word qualifying, but the car, I don't know. It didn't feel like it was going to race good. So, naturally, just run the default setup, and we'll see what we can do on the pit stop. I think this is the first time we raced at Michigan this year. I don't think we ran the spring or the first race weekend. I think that's for the trucks. Could be mistaken on that. My memory might be a little fuzzy. Anyways, running the default setup here. We're going to see how this goes. The car felt really slow gear ratio-wise, and qualifying, oh my gosh, everyone's just going to gaggle on the outside. And there's last year's car that we drove, that milk car. I love me some good moo juice. Well, let's let this thing settle out and try to pick apart the traffic. Now, the bugaboo about Michigan is turn 2 getting hooked. If you enter turn 2 side by side, and let's say you get a half a car length ahead, if you happen to lock onto the opponent on the outside to their left front fender, like that, right there. If I did not catch that, we would have been in the fence and there would have been a yellow flag. If you do not stay away from their left front fender, you will have a easy caution, and potentially it could destroy your race car. So that's going to be the bugaboo of this racetrack, is avoiding it. It's just like in NASCAR 03, or NASCAR 04, where if you dive in the corner, you get latched onto that left front, and you're on for the ride, buddy. Alright, so it's a 10-lap shootout here. Not sure what the fuel strategy is going to be. It is Michigan, so usually the tracks that historically have had fuel mileage finishes, they're a little bit more lenient on the fuel mileage here to entice the player to pit a little early, maybe try a little gambling, which is always fun. We're outside the top 10 here. Carl Edwards, second in the points, is leading. Oh, don't get on that apron. We will spin out. Don't do that. No, don't do that. I'm thinking we're gonna try a strategy that we ran at a truck race at Atlanta Motor Speedway 2 seasons ago, and pitting early at the first sign that we know we can make it, right? I'm thinking we pit now. What do y'all think? Oh, don't do it. It's gonna do it. Nope. Fudge, man. As soon as you get latched onto that left front fender, man, it's like a vacuum or a magnet. It just pulls you to the outside. Clint Boyer in tow. I'm thinking, let's gamble here. It's Michigan. Let's pit now. Let's pit now. Let's be on the front side of the strategy and see what happens. Plus, we can also make some adjustments to help this car as well. All right, 4 tires. We're going to loosen the car up just a smidge, and we're going to adjust the PSI. Let's see how this one goes, guys, because if this works, we might be able to get into the top 5 or perhaps the lead. I don't know. If everyone pits together, someone's going to get screwed out of it, and it very well could be the 60 car if he gets boxed in. Come on, team. We need a great pit stop, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hopefully it's not a 25-second pit stop, because if that's the case, then we might as well just load up the car into the hauler and go home. All right, good job, team. Good job. So now, Can we get back on the racing surface without wrecking? This is where we made our Busch debut back in 2006. Aaron Crocker, please. Thank you. All right, I got to watch the outside because there's a bunch of cars. I don't want to get Kevin LePage here. Come on, just clear me, clear me. After this red car, we're good. There we go. All right. Now, we cannot have a caution brew. We're going to be close on field at the end, but based on the brief knowledge I know of this game, I think we're going to be good. I'll let Aaron Crocker go around. Now, there's going to be some cat spinning here, so just watch out. All right. So, hopefully we'll be able to get our lap back quickly. We should right here. Take it from Tony Stewart. Oh no, the 103 car is going to pick up the baton. Now we got to go run this cat down. If a caution brews, well, we're trapped. That's always fun. So we did make some adjustments to the race car. I'm not sure how that's going to affect our overall speed, you know, tire wear and whatnot. But it does feel faster than it did in qualifying. Like in qualifying, it sounded like the RPMs were just down. Whatever, because it was tied to our previous race at Michigan, which I think it was in that milk car we drove last year. So if you configure a car for a 4-star setup, you know, a 4-star car for a setup, it's going to need to be different than a 5-star car, right? So it's better to just start fresh, and that's what we decided to do. This is risky because we pitted early. Naturally, we should be able to take advantage of the fresh tires and to be able to, you know, gain a buttload of track position. But to be honest with you, I think everyone else gained track position on us. How does that work? How does that work? You pit early, right? You take the fresh tires, and it looks like we got the shaft. That makes a lot of sense, guys. But the good news is, we got a fast car. Not fast enough to win, but hey, if we can just, you know, minimize the damage. Clint Boyer, if you block me, oh no, contact with Shane DeMille. He blocked me. Guess what? He got the boot. You block me, you get the boot. 3 wide racing here. Down the back straightaway. Tony Stewart's going to pick it up again. Now we're back to 13th. So technically we didn't lose anything. We just got to make sure we have enough petrol to get to the end of this Michigan race. A caution would be detrimental to us and force us to pit. So we do not need a caution. Get out of the way, thank you. You know, I'm clearly faster than you. Car feels a little bit on edge. It's starting to get a little loosey-goosey. I don't like that. We probably shouldn't have done the wedge adjustment. We probably should have just, you know, just kept it how it was, because it's only going to get looser with each corner. And right here, exit off 4, or off 2 is very, very difficult. Good news is we're in the top 10, and we're actually pretty fast right now, all things considered. I mean, we are cooking right now, guys. Wow. I mean, we were 23rd, I believe. Oh, we just caught the car off 4. Oh my gosh, look at this. This thing is all over the place. Bad idea. Whatever you do, fellas, don't loosen the car up at Michigan in a 5-star Roush car. Look, if I can't loosen up a 5-star Roush car, you can only imagine how bad this would be in a 2-star car. I really want these extra points here, but to be honest with you, I feel like I'm going to wreck if I try. I think I might just punt it and just get it on home, because I can't even get around on the inside of the 79 car. Yeah, this is one of the few moments I think we're just gonna just punt it and just get it on home. Look how loose this thing is, bro. It's ridiculous. I really wanted to race for those positions, but I couldn't even make the corner, man. I just had to punt it and live the fight another day, take the top 10 and go home. I couldn't even get the car to steer. At least our teammate won, which is a blessing and a curse because he gained points on us, but at least it's a Roush Couture top 10 again. Dang it. We easily could have had a top 5 if I didn't loosen the car up there. Because the tires were, they were scalded. Plus, we did have an extra lap on them. I didn't think about that. But regardless, it worked out pretty well. We still got a top 10 run. We didn't lead a lap. We didn't qualify it great either, so, I mean, it was good, but not great. Edwards is making a late charge for this Busch Series title. Got a lot of points to make up. Don't count out Kenseth just yet. And he looked at the field. Oh, well, yeah, go with this statistic. There's really no one else that is that consistent enough to challenge for this championship. So Roush Couture already owns the Busch Series title for 2009. We just don't know the driver. But I don't know if it would show it how loose that car was in turns 3 and 4. Let's see if it shows it. I can't switch the reels, by the way. It automatically does this, so I have to just wait for it. Nope, okay, that's the pit stop. Okay. I was wondering if it was just going to show it real quick. I couldn't even steer. I was having to turn right. And look at this. This guy wins the race, and he's actually giving me a hug. Now, that's a real teammate. That's Carl Edwards, fellas. Alrighty, folks, so that's it for today's episode of NASCAR 06 Career Mode. We'll be heading out to Bristol Motor Speedway. If you're wondering if we were going to do some truck races, I was thinking of doing a couple of them. But I was like, you know what? I really want to focus on the Busch Series stuff. I don't want to go out there and have to deal with the Truck Series. So I think we're going to wait until 2010, and then we'll make some runs in the Truck Series maybe. But I think for 2009, we're a full-time Busch driver. We're trying to get that Nextel contract. But here's the reality. Carl Edwards is still very much alive in this championship. Kenseth, I mean, you have a better chance finding a, you have a better chance with a snowball and you know what. Carl Edwards, realistically, is one DNF by me, a top 5 effort from being the points leader. Yaley and Bobby Labonte, they've already went home. Clint Boyer is, he's needing a designated driver at this point. It's just a 3-cat race at this point. Biffle, doing pretty well in the chase thus far. Actually, no, the chase hasn't even began yet. Okay, that's interesting. I was about to say, how the heck are you 400 points out in the chase? And Riley's leading the Wheel and Modifieds. Craven, he's cooking. Our next prestige upgrade, 97,000 points away. Oh boy. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a blessed one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.